said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Hawkeyes will put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run from the shotgun. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw, it's Rayola. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Lost a throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
The handoff to Johnson. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on first, third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Now, you talk about a sideline that was jacked up, excited for the big punt return, and then, man, he makes the big mistake, puts it on the deck, and the momentum goes shifted right back to the other side.
The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll go to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska!
First and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. play fake on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to pass. It's Baker. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. They'll line up for a second down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Right on the money. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got a little space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Under fire. Complete to the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where it shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers, they're just so dynamic.
They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
That's caught. It's Johnson. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Gets it out quickly. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal. And you go to old Mr. Reliable in the red zone, and you still have a chance to turn this into 6 instead of 3.
And third down, great job by this offense. Move the chains, give yourself another fresh set of downs, but find the big targets in the red zone. Those guys make life easy on a quarterback.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Slams it ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, after getting stuffed on that run, you now got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal and you try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board here.
Well, and
he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet.
Turning it on! And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Back to throw, it's Baker. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. And the try is no good. Guys, the missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Here's the handoff. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Clark. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
Buys a little time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he was flat. Missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And they're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. That pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give from the gun. There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Iowa. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella. Pretty
impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number. 14, Iowa, 6.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Raiola. Uncorks one. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
From the gun, running back on the move.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
With jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these 1st downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop it.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Bringing the heat. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3 from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. That is no good. Still up by 8 after the miss. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the...
Wide open, he makes the catch. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
Finds his man. It's Cuber. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Clark.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Running to the left. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Floating away. The throw. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Pressure coming. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The short hands, it's Clark. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They dug themselves out of a 14-0 hole, and now a chance to take the lead on this drive. Give him 96 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. Keeps it on the bootleg. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Looking downfield, it's Baker. He unleashes a long one. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication.
Breaks into the open. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll run it. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. Got enough for the first. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now rolling to the left. Finds a little space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line.
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive, now trying to put this game in a good situation.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Iowa! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defense.
Oh, he's got some space. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Hunter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Here comes the biggest drive for this defense. They need this stop the way the rest of us need oxygen. If they don't, takes it the other way. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown, Hawkeye. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes.
Turning it on. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Huskers.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Finds the tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
There's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point in the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess